おや
参る。はっはっやっ
Come on, this ain't no fireworks display.
Who are you? Yes, that's right. Ah, so you're his new assistant, are you? He's told me you're one to watch. My name is Takiaki Enomoto, Admiral of the Shogun's Navy. I've come here today to observe. A company of guards has been soundly beaten by the French in a military exercise. I fear their commanders all but given up on our nation. Without Brunei, our forces stand no chance of being trained to a Western standard. That's why I need you to go out there and impress him. Is that a fact? Either way, I am most grateful. Now, let me show you inside. The French forces await beyond. I leave it in your hands.
Ready and willing. Here it comes us. Watch out! Thought so. Ready and willing. Hey, you're not looking so good.
fortune. Faithful. Here I come!
Ready and willing!
You must be more careful.
Whatever you intend this time, it won't be like before. I still have much to learn.
You're done!
Impressive, as ever. Not for the man's eye. If you die, you only have yourself. This is the strength of the samurai. Not bad. When Katsu told me he had arranged some entertainment, he must have meant you. Hey, I feel I have come to understand him somewhat better.
I am sorry. At Katsu's request, I did not inform the French side that this was merely a continuation of the training exercise. I intended to halt proceedings if things got out of hand. I never imagined the French base would fall.
Well, well. It seems I was too hasty in writing this nation off. I do not need pressure from you. Admiral Enomoto, I will train your men in French military technique. But there are conditions. I do not expect everyone to be of this warrior's caliber. But I need men who are willing to learn. Samurai who rush headlong into battle are mere cannon fodder. I care nothing for status. I just need spirited young folks who I can teach to fight from scratch.
Understood. We will start to recruit them without delay. I am grateful to you. I'm afraid I must remain here. May I ask one last thing of you? Find Tatsugoro Shinmon in Asakusa and tell him what we've discussed. I'd like him to help recruit some youngsters. Chief of the Firefighters. He's an old acquaintance of Katsu's, and I've met him a few times. A quirky fella, but he should be able to help. My thanks.
Listen up, punk. If there's something you want, spit it out. I'm a busy man, and I haven't got all day. Is that right? Well, what's he after? And I'm supposed to sort the wheat from the chaff? I haven't got time for that. Especially now that some gang's been starting fires around Sensoji Temple. Boy, I don't know what's going on anymore. But I've got a feeling it isn't going to end well. Point is, I don't have time to be getting mixed up with you. So go and wash your face with miso soup or something. That's what I like to hear. But it's going to take more than words to win me over. There's a whole gang of them starting these fires. So if you can round them up, I might consider helping you. How about it? You think you can catch these thugs? Well, once you've dealt with them, come and see me in the main hall. That's where my men are based.
I'm ready for action.
Let us go.
What am I doing?
Need to stabilize. Don't you dare get in our way!
Thoughts up.
Your stealth is impressive.
上等だ
Stabilize.
What are you doing?
I have to deal with the wound. My apologies. Excellent execution.
Watch out!
Don't make me wait.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, you're determined to burn.
That was smooth.
Hey, I appreciate the help, and I've given your request a lot of thought. I'll get you some soldiers. Hit, round the whole lot of us. 'Cause that's the way we do things in Edo.
Hey! Let us be the reaction too!
I am fighting! Them the blossoms of Edo! That's my luck. Now you've got my attention. Get out, Sammy! Show some grit! What are you, some kind of freak? All right. I get it. You're no run-of-the-mill samurai. I'll give you that. And you caught those arsonists to boot. I can't very well ignore your request now, huh?
Chief Tatsugoro, good to see you again. I believe you know why I've come to visit.
I do. You want me to round up a bunch of young folks. Well, your wish is my command. Hundreds of young men with no prospects have come through my care. Many of them are more than willing to take up a good cause. Yeah. You just let him know he can leave everything to me.
Thank you for your aid. Leave the rest to me. I'll report back to Katsu.
Ah, it's you. That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. It's a new style of dojo, where they teach more than just the sword. Namely firearm proficiency and horsemanship to Western standards.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
I'm listening. How wonderful. What's that? I suppose I'll have to tell you the story. When I was young, I spent all my energy learning Dutch. But when I arrived in Yokohama, all the Westerners spoke English, and English alone. And sadly, my Dutch withered on the vine. Every now and again, I heard people say that learning Dutch was behind the times. But little did I know how right they were. To be able to interact with the West, I have no choice but to become proficient in English. A lesson learned the hard way. I'm learning the ways of the Tatsumi Ryu, yes, but I'm more concerned with AI as a tool to train both body and mind. If I ever got into a fight with truly dangerous swords, I'd run like the wind. I won't die for no good reason. Besides, versing oneself solely in combat is of little value. It's through education that one is able to exert their true potential. Very well then. That is all. Till next time.
What a coincidence. What is it? You'll hear it. Oh. A strong will is essential for winning any conflict. Of course, there are many who think only of crafting deadly weapons. But let's say you had two evenly matched armies. Who do you think would win? Obviously, the side which refused to crack under pressure. Fortunately for Japan, its samurai are made of strong stuff, and so they are perfect for me to mold. I see. Perhaps we'll meet again soon.
Hey. Let's find somewhere with a good view, shall we? This seems like a good place to talk. Truth is, I've been getting a lot of cold looks from people lately. I guess I see why. We do have connections with both the anti and pro-shogunate sides. But how can we forge a new Japan if we're bound by social obligation? We're free agents, Ronin, so we need to act like it. They can call me shameless all they want. I've only ever done what I thought was right. I hope you're right. It's not easy to shed social ties for ambition's sake. I admire that about you. I really do. It doesn't come easy to me for fear of others' judgment. But you really don't seem concerned in the slightest. You're like a free bird in a big blue sky. So I'm going to keep moving forward, even if people do talk behind my back. Maybe one day I'll be able to take off and fly up there with you. No, wait. If you're a bird, then I get to be a dragon. You'll see me soaring ahead of you one day, I promise.
Let's have a little.
This is great.
Later!
Good day to you. Why, you're looking at him. Is that so? Let me take a look. I see. I've always said exhibitions are a great way to drum up military support, in addition to serving as an opportunity to sell Japanese products to the West. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eiichi Shibusawa. I am in charge of the government treasury. I have some ideas for items that might garner attention abroad. Perhaps you could assist me? For instance, in procuring ukiyo-e paintings, lacquerware, or even Satsuma pottery. Now, if only we had the contact who could help us. This is knowledge I picked up in my youth. I used to travel here and there on business, you see. Oh, do you have a lead, perchance? You mean to say you're acquainted with her? Excellent. This should be smooth sailing. Can I ask you to take care of the Satsuma pottery, in that case? I'll send word to the Satsuma myself later. When you have made some progress, do let me know. Meanwhile, I shall endeavor to gather the other goods.
Who are you? Well, in that case, you may pass.
Let Okubo know what your business is. He's by the north stage inside the house. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. So, are you ready? Good. In you go.
Why go to the trouble of dismantling it.
We must keep the peace within the clan. I fear that we have little choice.
You... why are you here?
Apparently, this No stage is going to be dismantled. Many in the Satsuma clan are far more interested in firearms than they are in the arts, you see. That's fine. But first things first. I'm under strict orders to inform a certain someone should you ever appear. I'm just going to get someone. In the meantime, perhaps you could show us your fighting prowess? We are almost eager to see more.
That is a lot to ask of a guest.
Come. Surely you are as intrigued as anyone. Show them what the Satsuma clan are capable of.
Then allow us to test your mettle. Here I come. What is this strength? Incredible. I thank you for sparring with me.
Both of you were most impressive. I owe you for your part in my encounter with the Blue Demon. I thank you. But might I ask from whence you hail? I see.
Forgive my boldness, but anyone capable of defeating the Blue Demon should definitely be in the employ of the Satsuma.
Kuroda is very keen for you to join the Satsuma clan. I share his hopes. What do you say? Very well. We will not pressure you. After all, a stray rather loses its charm if it's put on a leash. At the very least, you can aid us with this pottery. I received a letter explaining everything, you see? I shall arrange to have it sent to Shibusawa, or whomever it was.
Come for pleasure next time, not business. We'll have a drink or two. Okubo included, of course.
Count on it.
I'm glad to... Couldn't be happy. Really? I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
Why, hello there. Just the person I wanted to see. I was hoping you might help me out with my new project. This is going to be quite the masterpiece, I assure you. Help me, and there's a reward in it for you. Well, you see, I want to capture a view of Edo in its entirety, in one glorious panorama. That is in a photograph taken from various angles, all expertly stitched together.
You're in good cheer, Mr. Beato.
Oh. Ah, Sir Alcock. I was just explaining my new photography project to my collaborator.
A collaborator, you say? To think you'd stoop to putting your faith in such a savage. Are there any lengths you won't go to for this degenerate hobby of yours?
You are too kind. But tell me, would you happen to know of a vantage point from which I can capture an all-encompassing view of the city?
Well, you might try your luck upon Mount Attigo. I can attest the views from the Overlook aren't half bad. I dare say, Mr. Beato, devotion to one's hobbies is commendable indeed. But don't forget our little chat earlier.
I shall bear it in mind. My thanks. All right then, Mount Attigo it is. Let's meet at the base. Don't keep me waiting too long, though. Glad you made it. But before we go further, will you suffer me one small detour? Mount Attigo is usually bustling with townsfolk. I'd like to record a few candid shots of their way of life. With your camera, I'm sure we could manage it in a flash. Well, how about it? Much obliged. Now, whenever you're ready to start, let's head up the mountain.
What the hell do you think you are doing?
Yes, I believe we got some splendid shots. But let's head to the lookout now.
With this, we French are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
What's this? Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
Still, while it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded, I am worried that the Englishman, Alcock, suspects something.
Gotcha! Bring it on! We got company! Can't let them leave here alive!
This is quite a windfall. Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. Remember, photos also have value as irrefutable evidence. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. What a magnificent view. Perfect for our composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. Ah, yes. Tiff with the soldiers. Apologies for putting you in harm's way. I confess, I did not see that coming. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it, the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Ah, am I that easy to read? I must apologize to you, native to Japan as you are, but you're right. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Its ancient culture and institutions will eventually be swallowed by the West. Everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. Oh, come now. Do you really believe in that fantasy? I suggest disabusing yourself of such nonsense. No. I believe you spoke in earnest. Tell me, what do you see with those eyes of yours? Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day. Indeed, I look forward to finding out which of our imagined futures is the more beautiful.
Impressive! I wasn't expecting you quite that quick. Truth is, we're being graced with the Shogun's presence today. He's here to observe a little martial arts competition. You'll watch too, won't you? Good. I'll show you inside. This is the shooting range, where they teach Takashima-style gunnery. A vital skill for these changing times. Here's where they practice horseback archery. Eventually, they'll start learning Western horsemanship, too. This is the fencing hall, but it's been converted for the competition. I believe the Shogun should already be here.
Hey!
Ah! There's Ryoma. Why don't you join him and look around together?
Ah, you're finally here. I asked if you could enter the competition, by the way. Nothing. I just thought you'd want to. No need to thank me, by the way. I heard the Shogun himself will give you your prize if you win 3 matches. Can't say the prize isn't appealing. But honestly, I really just want to meet the Shogun in person. They say he's sharp, you know. And sensible, too. So, are you ready to fight? Then off you go. With your skills, you can't lose. Just go mop the floor with them. His name is Teshu Yamaoka. We use the same dueling style, and he's very good at it. He's known to be a tough one. They say he can pierce steel with a wooden sword. Then get going. I'm in your corner, remember. Make me proud.
It's clear you are a skilled warrior. Let's begin.
Your luck ends here.
A poor showing. I must train harder.
Ah, I knew you could do it. How are you feeling about the next match? Deishu Takahashi, the stepbrother of the man you just fought. He's a master of the Jitokuin Ryu, and is so respected for his skill with the spear he was appointed governor of Ise province. Good. Just keep up the momentum from your last fight. I'm counting on you.
Begin! Considering the best position, I shall not go easy. On your guard. that to break me! You are truly a skilled warrior. I humbly yield.
You've made it this far. Now you just need to win your next fight. Well, are you ready? A guy by the name of Shigoro Kano. They call him a genius of Jujutsu. He's still just a kid, but underestimate him at your peril. The essence of Jujutsu is that the gentle can defeat the strong. But what that really means is they can throw a guy twice their size across the room. Win this last match and the prize is yours. I know you can do this.
Let neither side hold back! Saw that! If I could just get a firm grip on you! Saw that! I really hope this was an educational experience for you too. May we spar again soon.
You did it! The prize is ours!
I saw the whole thing. A fine display. Now, how about we test those skills in one last bout?
Oh boy. Now you want a piece of the action? As long as you don't make us forfeit the prize if we lose.
Now, you made short work of Teshu and Deshu. This time, I think I'll start with my sword drawn. Only joking. I wouldn't dream of it. But His Excellency did say he would like to witness you fight one more time. Which is why I, busy though I am, have come to make this request. Oh, and His Excellency has requested real swords for the next duel. Your opponent has already given his consent. No two ways about it, your life will be on the line. So, how about we sweeten the pot to make up for it?
After all you've been through, you're not scared of real steel, are you? Just one more bout to go, my friend. Ready to go? I know you're going to win whoever it is you're up against. I believe in you.
Come! Give it all you've got. Amazing! Time I got serious too. Too hard and fuss. Yes, that's what I expected. Think that such talent existed out there. No. You certainly showed me.
Ah! Hey, I know you. We met in Yoshiwara.
Mistaken identity, I am sure. I am Yoshinobu Tokugawa, the Shogun.
The Shogun? Are you serious?
Seems I let the cat out of the bag.
We had no intention of disrespecting you, Your Excellency. Hey, where are your manners?
No need to be concerned. Losing to you was invigorating.
Invigorating?
Indeed. I mean, you dodged a shuriken. Finding warriors like you is no easy feat. Ah, the next bout. With warriors of this caliber, I know I can get Japan back on its feet. I will make our nation the equal of any foreign land. You wait and see.
Well, you really are something, aren't you? I can't believe you managed to win against His Excellency. You should be proud. His Excellency is a master of the shuriken. Feel free to make use of this place from now on. You need to hone those talents of yours.
Do you really intend to obey the Imperial Court's order and go to Kyoto?
This is a fine opportunity. Kyoto is where we can find those who wish to topple me and put the Imperial Court in my place. So, let's get on the front foot and bring this conflict to an end. You didn't think I meant to go unprepared, did you? Tadamori,
Sir.
as military commissioner of Kyoto, you will go as my advance guard. You may take your pick of my finest warriors.
Your Excellency, allow me to gather an army to defend Kyoto. I shall find you truly worthy soldiers from all levels of society.
This is madness! You'll attract scoundrels. You'll open the door to traitors.
Let them come. We shall deal with them all in one fell swoop.
I leave this to you.
My lord, now if you will excuse me.
Took you long enough?
Can I...
Top, no.
Let's have a look. Oh, is that...
What?
Katsu says he's got another favor to ask of us. Apparently, it's something he can't ask anyone else. Huh? That wasn't much of a reaction. Still don't like the idea of working for Katsu? This is far better than all the shady stuff we did before, isn't it? I've got a feeling we're about to be given something big to do. And I, for one, can't wait. I'll get going first. Let's meet at Katsu's place.
However good... All right. You're quite the shot, huh?
How are you? What do you need? Anything else? An excellent choice!
Come again.
What do you need? Sure! What do you need? I can help with all your equipment needs. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Come again.
Hey. I'm glad to see. You really hit the... Horseback archery is the ancient art of shooting arrows at the top. Although some will tell you it is I do. How have you? I would... Marvelous technique. It is as if you are one with your horse.
Yes. I see you know. All right. I received martial arts training from a young age, and the Shoryuken was a part of it. To be sure, the Shoryuken is not quite in keeping with my position, so I take great pleasure in honing my skills in secret. But now I see it as my greatest weapon. I am well capable of using it to drive off my opponents. Save yourself. Very well. Our business here is done. Dismissed.
Thanks to your efforts, these fugitives did not escape justice. You earned this. Interested in anything else? Best of luck. Luck out there.
Thank you for coming. I shall hear you out. Yes? Learning to keep your spear at a proper distance is key. Once you grasp this, you will have nothing to fear of bows and rifles, let alone swords. If only I could set my spear against cannons also. Then the black ships would not have given the shogunate such a headache. I see. By your...
I'm glad. Amazing! Really?
What would you like me to work on? If you want me to improve this, I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
Been well. It must have been over 10 years ago when I met a certain photographer. He invited me to take some photos with him. And from that moment on, I was hooked. We gallivanted all over with our cameras. Those were the days. The allure of photography is its power to capture the fleeting in perpetuity. You'll come to understand that in time, I'm sure. Naturally, or so I'd like to say, but that isn't always the case. Your best work can often go ignored. All too often, I'm afraid. However, my Japanese landscapes have garnered some good repute. In fact, more and more customers are looking to buy from me. Many want souvenirs to take home to their countries. Indeed, I am not the only one who is taken with this rapidly changing land. As one who has seen a great deal of the world, I would have to say, I do. In fact, you are a fine example yourself. Do you know the saying, there is virtue in harmony? I believe the Japanese live true to these words, even now. Though I wonder how deeply felt this sentiment is, if it is not just some way to avoid conflict. But I suppose I'll never know. Well, I can see that you worked hard on this. Be sure to drop by again. Been well? Taken any photographs lately? I'd love to see them. Be sure to drop by again.
Do I know you? Don't tell me. The Ronin from the military academy. You'd think so, but my name is better known than are my features. Thankfully, I don't stick out too much. At any rate, I have been looking for a capable fighter like you. Moreover, someone without ties to the shogunate. You see, it seems that some of my retainers have become involved in shady dealings with a merchant.
It was I who disclosed the matter. The same thing happened in Yokohama, remember? I figured that there was something rotten in the state of Edo. At any rate, our friend here should be able to put your man in line.
Which is why I'd like to procure some irrefutable evidence. With this camera. Got it?
What a fine idea! Hey, you still have the camera I gave you?
That would be the natural course of action, I'm told. But I have no intention of hiding behind my title or my castle walls. Besides, I try not to leave to others what I can do myself. Well, will you help me procure the evidence I need? I'm afraid that calling on a servant would only complicate matters sorely. Good. We'll head out when the alleged deal is set to take place. shogunate is big, and it's unwieldy. Even I cannot deal with corrupt officials as I please, and I'm the shogun. I hear the scoundrels have gone from merely taking bribes to selling arms to the highest bidder, whoever that may be. That's why we need to secure proof. But to be clear, this is not an assassination. This is where the transaction will take place. Let's slip in under the table.
Don't kill me!
Dear me. This is terrible. I can't ignore this. We must catch the killer.
Looks like I missed you. I'm only getting rough. You see, I can't let you live.
Everything is about charging head on.
Your Excellency!
Are you hurt?
You mustn't be so reckless!
Your Excellency, is it? Seems we've hooked ourselves a big fish.
How come you're here?
Master Katsu had us follow you at a distance. If only we had not lost sight of you.
Worry not. I'm much obliged. That Katsu. Always one step ahead. I suppose I owe you my thanks as well. I'm afraid I have no idea. All I know is that he single-handedly disposed of my retainers. Get some ninja to look into that old man, will you? I'd prefer to have seen those criminals tried, but I suppose the result would have been the same. Sorry to have troubled you.
Hey!
You, we're busy looking for someone. Can I trust you not to get in our way?
Word is a renowned martial arts master is training on this mountain. So we've come to hone our skills. I'd really like to get to Takasagi's level one day.
My word. Can you not go 2 minutes without mentioning that man's name?
You don't want to talk? You're constantly going, Kusaka this, Kusaka that.
Moving on. You hammered us good and proper at Ine's place. We're painfully aware of our need to grow if we're to achieve anything. We wanted to have Dr. Ine show us how to make the poison. It would have made a fine arrow in our quiver against the shogunate. Sorry to disappoint you, but we were working alone. We were merely hoping to bolster his plans somewhat.
Hey, I just realized. The martial arts master we're after competed in the tournament at the military academy. Didn't you compete too? If you're already acquainted, would you ask him to let us train with him? Ah, thank you.